I'm Chronix, and this is Crystal from Most Extreme Wrestling. And this is your Raw review for January 9th, 2012 from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Right. And it was a very silly Monday Night Raw. Very
to say
silly.
the least.
Very silly. Okay, so it starts out with Kane, who's coming out, and he's going to give a promo. And unfortunately, we did not get to actually see the promo.
We did read the results.
We did read the
for
results.
This one segment.
The stupid computer crapped out for a whole minute. Anyways, but apparently he started promoting hate, and he says everybody hates their wife, everybody hates their kids, everybody hates their job, they're just in denial, blah, blah, blah. And then John Cena comes out and attacks him, and they get in this big fight backstage, and then Kane disappears.
Yeah, and we saw the very tail end of where they were.
The very tail end where because Kane like hit Cena.
Oh yeah, and we knew it was a backstage segment fighting in the back because we heard a bunch of aluminum pipes fall to the ground, which indicates a backstage brawl.
That's true.
So,
alright.
So continuing from that cliffhanger that we saw where everybody was being dragged to hell from Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, so but it ends with Kane is gone and no one knows where he is because he has.
We're gonna be on the lookout for him all night.
That's right.
Yes.
And so then they transition us right into Sheamus and Santino versus Wade Barrett and Jinder Mahal.
Oh boy. Talk about a ratings killer. I mean, come on.
Really?
I mean, this is the way we're going to kick it off at the very first match of the night.
This is lame, okay?
I mean, yeah, we might have some future stars in here, but I mean, still. And random tag matches, I am never, ever a fan of. Seriously.
They do a SmackDown recap. And then Santino Cobra's Jinder, which, by the way, that's like the first time in a really long time I've seen Santino hit the Cobra.
Also, right before that, the bro kick from Sheamus.
That's right. And then Santino does the Cobra and pins Jinder to win.
So,
it ends with the Sheamus and Santino running around gloating and Barrett glaring evilly from the edge.
because
now Barrett's got to have something to do because Randy Orton's injured.
Yeah, I guess so.
But that's what this was.
Now we got The Miz backstage, and he's very upset at laryngitis, apparently because R-Truth is still coming after him, and he's supposed
and laryngitis is supposed to protect him, and laryngitis is like, no, you need to find your own protection. I'm not going to help you because you brought this on yourself, and I got all this stuff to do.
Refers to himself as Big Johnny.
He says, I'm not little Jimmy, I'm Big Johnny. And he also says, the debut of Brodus Clay will be tonight.
And we're sitting there thinking, yeah, right, that is not going to happen.
Oh,
we sounded like Lay Cool when we said that.
I know.
We said it in stereo.
We're awesome.
So, in segment, as we transition into the very first Hall of Fame inductee of 2012, and I look on Twitter, and it says, right when it gets mentioned, it says, Edge says, don't be disappointed when it's not me, but it was Edge.
Marks out.
Yes, I marked out because it's freaking Edge. It reeked of awesomeness. And yes, I loved it. And it's going to be at WrestleMania, so greatness all around. Hooray.
Yeah, I mean, that is exciting. So, I still think, though, like, it's just personal. I think they're inducting guys too fast now. I mean, they inducted Shawn Michaels, like, right after he retired. Even though he deserved it, it was, like, too fast.
I think that's what I think about this. I think that WWE feels if they don't put him in, like, the year after, then fans will forget. Plus, Edge DVD is coming out in April, so ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. You know WWE is all about the dollar bills. We know that.
And that's Shawn Michaels'
Number
DVD
one.
Came out right around his induction.
Exactly. They even made another DVD just for him.
But I'm just saying, I don't know, to me it's too fast. You should at least wait like one more year. I don't think everybody would forget about people as legendary that are big enough to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think people are going to forget about them that fast.
But the Hall of Fame is a marketing tool.
That it is.
And it's all about the money. So now we have Zack Ryder.
No, first we have Miz trying to get a bodyguard for Mason Ryan.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Batista for real. Like, I know what Batista looks like. I'm not like stupid or anything, but I really thought it was him. And I was looking, because we're looking on the stream and it's all low quality, so you can understand my confusion of thinking that
I didn't think it was
Batista was Batista.
Mason Ryan has more hair than Batista.
Yeah, and Batista has a lot more tattoos.
I'm all about the hair. I notice hair first.
That hair is nappy?
No, that's nappy. It's not good hair. I'm just saying I always see hair first.
So, you notice my hair before my personality?
Maybe.
Alright, so now we can get to Zack Ryder, right?
You didn't have hair when I met you.
That's true.
But anyways,
no hair.
So Eve, now, yeah, you can tell about this.
All right, Zack Ryder is trying to get with the Eve. He's with date
With
with
the
Eve.
Eve?
With the Eve. I'm like an announcer. Like when they do the interviews, they say the Edge. All right, the Eve is trying to get a date
With the Zack.
with the Zack attack, and like, all right, so he's trying to get the date. He's been trying to do this for a long time, and she finally's like, okay, and then. He's trying. All right, all the romance is coming on, right?
I gotta say.
And then out of the shadows,
Kane comes out of the closet.
Literally and possibly figuratively, because
he does.
He looks a little bit sad.
He comes out of the closet.
He looks a little bit sad that Zack Ryder is getting a date, and he tried to drag Zack under the ring. Begs the question: what was he going to do with Zack under the ring? Just saying. I mean,
I wasn't going all that.
You said he came out of the closet. He was trying to pull him out of the ring.
I made a little tongue-in-cheek joke.
Oh, okay.
But you went too far.
I went too far?
Yes.
Whatever. So, anyways, now.
All right. So then we have like random match number 10.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Daniel Bryan.
This was so
the world heavyweight champion.
Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. Okay.
Kofi is one half of the tag champions.
Yeah.
Where's the other guy?
They actually announced him as that.
Where is his tag partner? He's supposed to be having tag matches, not against the world heavy. What are you suggesting?
That's what he's doing.
What are you suggesting?
That's what he's doing?
Wellness policy?
Yes.
Mason Ryan gets on the episode? What? Wellness policy? Alright.
Okay.
So this match.
It's so stupid. Daniel Bryan wins extra fast with a submission.
With his submission.
And then he does the over-celebration thing. Stop with the over-celebration thing.
He's trying to
It
go...
is not that great.
He's trying to be heel or something. I think he's
That's
going
fine. If he would be better as a heel, because I don't like him anyways.
But you know, Michael Cole actually didn't bash anybody this bad. He was actually on good behavior.
He did say he over-celebrated.
He was a good little Jimmy.
I guess. Anyway, so then this is stupid too. Big Show, stay out of my water. You already drank all my water. Oh, you can have some. I'm just messing with you.
All right.
Anyways, but you did drink all my water.
Okay.
So Big Show interrupts.
He does.
And he's like, about last week. And Daniel Bryan's like, no, man. No. He's all cowering. What kind of champion are you?
It's the Big Show. He's big.
Chicken?
But the Big Show's big.
He's supposed to be able to wrestle down anybody.
Well, he just did that to Kofi. Kofi is high caliber. He won half the tag champions.
Alright, I'm hating on Kofi. I like Kofi, but...
I do like Kofi. I'm
just saying. Don't be a chicken when you're supposed to be able to wrestle down
But he got on the microphone and, he said, it didn't work out the way it's supposed to.
How it went too, Show. It's not right. So I'll give you a match, whatever you want.
It wasn't exactly like that.
Yes, it was. He was quivering.
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah.
But not like that bad.
And then Big Show is like, well, I'm glad that you agree, because Teddy Long and I already decided this is how it's going to go down. And I was like, burned.
So anyways,
they're going to have a match on SmackDown.
Oh, and the crowd boos.
Massive boos.
Of course.
And it's going to be no DQ, no count out.
Oh, so they get the cheers back.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that kind of stuff. So, hooray for that, I guess. Oh my... So, okay, first, we hear... This is about to get hairy, alright? First, we hear...
Sorry, I'm pretty laughing.
Brodus Clay will be debuting. And I asked the question, you see his little nameplate on his door, and it has lights and sparkles around it, and I'm like, that doesn't look like a big, scary heel Brodus Clay, right?
That's true, but look, I have to say something, because I have been saying the entire time that Brodus Clay doesn't look scary. So, I don't know. It's like
definitely
WWE was listening to me. I'm just saying.
Well, hopefully they won't want to listen to you too much, because sometimes you say some outlandish, crazy stuff, right? Anyways, so, it happens. Brodus Clay is not Brodus Clay. He's the freaking Funk-asaurus from Planet Funk. Is that a pun from Planet Stasiak? Because if so, Planet Stasiak did not last very long because he's so crazy-ac and maniac.
Whatever,
Sean Stasiak.
I think Brodus Clay is like... I mean...
Dead?
Yeah, because I mean, like, they waited too long to bring him out. They obviously changed his gimmick like 3 times. And... I don't know. I don't really think anybody was feeling the Funk-asaurus thing.
He was. It was like a big dig on Rikishi almost.
Yeah.
And it was even trending, I believe, that like Rikishi,
like
honestly, I think it's so stupid. And I was like, the whole time, but I think it actually might get over.
I mean, maybe.
I think it might. Unfortunately, it sounds really stupid, but he wins against Kurt Hawkins. Mid-card Mafia actually gets in a match.
Yeah, because Kurt Hawkins is like...
Yeah.
He represented all of us.
Like, I just couldn't stop laughing seeing this guy. It was like ridiculous. I mean, they really surprised me with this. Yeah. I gotta admit. All right, so...
And he dominated Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess even though he's the Funk-asaurus, he's still tough. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, he may not be Disco Inferno, but he is the Funk-asaurus. Now
baby bird.
I'm talking about the guy from WCW.
I was singing a song.
Zack Ryder.
Doesn't matter. I can sing a song. You can talk about a guy.
He's practicing for his date in the mirror.
Yeah.
Kane shows up or something.
He sees Kane in the mirror behind him. I don't know.
So he's obviously very scared about that.
Yeah. And the Miz is trying to recruit more bodyguards from Primo, Epico, and Rosa Mendez, and they're all no deal. And Punk taunts him as he runs to the ring.
Because Punk is about to have a match. Mm-hmm. The WWE Champion
versus Jack Swagger at 8:30 or something.
I know, right? Well, I mean, that's our time, which indicates that it's not in the final hour.
There you go, yeah.
So... CM Punk doesn't get in the main event or anything? I guess it's because he's not pulling the ratings that they're expecting, and WWE's all about ratings, even though they're not in competition with anybody for ratings, because it's not the Monday Night Wars. I don't know.
Excuse me.
But anyway, so he goes into the match, laryngitis
comes
out, and look, why is Punk so surprised? Why does he have this look of so utter disbelief, like he's coming down?
Laryngitis has come out every single time.
I know, he should just be expecting it or whatever. So they come out and he says, if you win the match against Jack, against Jack, it'll be Jack and Vicky banned from ringside in the match at the Royal Rumble, Dolph Ziggler versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship with John Laryngitis as the special guest referee.
Who says he's going to be impartial.
Yeah. So, once again, Michael Cole is less annoying. You know, I guess there was a whole bunch of CM Punk chants, of course. I didn't think, to me, they weren't getting the crowd on their side, but the crowd was pretty tough tonight, so I guess I can give them sort of a pass. Jack didn't screw up too much anyways.
Except at the end.
Well, okay, so at the end, they get the elbow drop with CM Punk. He drops his, I'm pretending I'm Macho Man or whatever, and he does his little version of it, I guess you can say. 1, 2, kick out. 3, what? The referee says, no, that's it. And they continue to replay it 3 or 4 times, which indicates to me...
Until that you see that Jack Swagger did kick out and the referee was wrong.
Right, which I could plainly see. So, I mean, obviously to me, that was not a botch. That was intentional. So next week they have a rematch or something. They wouldn't have showed it 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, unless Jack Swagger screwed it up, and then they just thought fast, and were like, well, we can make this a new thing. Nobody
is going to kick out that fast. It wasn't 2 3/4.
So?
It was 1, 2 kick out.
I don't know.
Nobody's that stupid.
I got zero faith in Jack Swagger.
I don't have very much faith, but I can at least give him that much credit.
If something goes wrong, I just assume it's his fault. I mean, I got to go back to unclipping the thing. And dropping the microphone. I don't know. So I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Maybe it was a storyline tool.
I think this is the official last match of that last match that has a conclusion, which I guess technically you can't even say that this has a conclusion. You know what I mean? Because of the way it ended. But alright, so now Zack Ryder officially is on the Monday Night Raw episode more than anybody else.
Look, this is bothering me because Zack Ryder is kissing up to Cena way too much. I mean, it's starting to bother me. Every time he sees Cena, he's like, Cena, man, I can't thank you enough, and I love you, and you're like my best friend, and I can't thank you so much for helping me.
And you know what?
Dude, grow backbone.
You know what? I gotta wonder. Alright, Zack Ryder was supposed to be a heel when he started his little TV show on YouTube. And now he's with Cena. They cannot get the crowd to hate him. And I don't really know how much they're actually trying to. And it may not be at all. But the fact that he's with Cena should automatically generate heat. You know, regardless. Because people doesn't like Cena. People should boo him. So I'm just saying, I mean, it seems like people would be booing him more than they are. They're
Yeah.
not booing him at all. Everybody
That's
loves
because
him.
Cena is not really heel, like I keep saying over and over and over.
He's only a heel to the older fans, the non,
Yeah. But anyways,
that's why they got the let's go Cena, boo Cena thing.
Okay, but I'm just saying, Zack Ryder kissing up to Cena is starting to bother me.
I mean,
think
it's
they're
been
trying to
it's been
cement
bothering
the
me too.
fact that they're best friends or whatever, but it's like, it's too much.
Maybe if Cena turns heel, then he can go.
Will you let it go? I don't want to hear nothing about that for the rest of the night. Okay. Anyways, so okay, and then Cena mentions to Zack that he's the top 5 followed superstars, and that Zack needs to kind of handle his own business now that things are getting weird.
Yeah, and Zack
Like that.
Ryder looks all scared because, Kane, I don't know what's going on, and he doesn't look very assured at what Cena had to say to him. Alright, so.
Then we got the Bella twins.
Oh boy.
Again, I believe just decorative pieces. Not really heel, not really face, no real purpose.
So they're arguing, and then comes.
They're talking to Ricardo.
Well, Ricardo Rodriguez comes in as they're arguing and says, "What did you come all the way from here, from Mexico, to see him or whatever?"
Yeah, like we're gonna give a message to Del Rio. I don't know. It was pointless.
So all of a sudden,
yeah, and then here comes the Miz.
and the Miz wants him to come out and generate heat for him and say, "Hey, call out R-Truth and be really annoying and say all those things that you say that really incite everybody and get R-Truth mad so we can come out." And he's like, "No, I don't really want to do that." And he's like, kind of like he's scared of R-Truth.
Like, I'm not sure, is Ricardo going to be like a face now?
I don't know. He says, if you don't do this, if you don't call this, I'm going to put you on the injured list just like Del Rio. Which I ask. Right. I thought that he was injured. He had that neck brace on like last week.
Who, Ricardo?
Yeah.
But that was fake. We all knew that was fake.
But
the only Del Rio's was real. I just knew that from last week. I don't know.
I don't know. I
didn't even think about that.
I don't know. To me, that just seemed like ridiculous. But anyways, he finally convinces Ricardo to do this, I guess reluctantly.
Wait. Yeah, and then but in between that, we have the Hall of Fame inductee number 2.
No, I wasn't done with that. We haven't got
done
to.
With that? We're not
yeah.
done with
Well,
that?
I'm done with it now.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought you were gonna.
You didn't let me finish my sentence.
I'm sorry. I thought
now
you
we
were,
can
I thought you were
seamlessly
segueing
segue.
too fast. Okay.
No, I was to the second Hall of Fame inductee.
Sorry. Go
None
ahead.
other than the 4 Horsemen. Yes.
Okay, look. I don't get this. I don't get this.
How do you not get it? It's freaking awesome.
I'm not saying the 4 Horsemen weren't awesome or legendary or whatever, because they were. I'm just saying that, number 1, Ric Flair's in TNA. And number 2, Ric Flair's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but...
What, is he going to be like the double inductee? I don't understand.
Well...
I bet one of those other guys is probably in the Hall of Fame too, though. I don't know that for a fact.
No, I don't
Maybe.
think so.
No.
But, alright,
just
I don't
saying.
know if Rick's coming or not, but I guarantee you if WWE calls him, he'll be like, okay.
I know.
I mean, why not?
It's like inviting
It's
the
the
enemy
WWE.
to dinner.
They do it all the time.
I know, but I don't get it.
Vince will do what's right for business no matter how many times somebody screwed him over.
I know, but I don't
It's
get
a
it. Well,
fact.
first of all, I don't really think Rick screwed Vince over by going to TNA. Rick didn't screw nobody over by going to TNA but himself.
I know, but he hasn't really been on his best behavior, I guess you could say.
I don't know. I don't get this because, and not just because he's in TNA, but also because he's already in the Hall of Fame. So I don't. Is he going to get like 2
I mean,
gold
it may just
stars?
be Arn Anderson and the rest of the guys, but
Maybe.
who knows. So finally, we go to the next segment with Rodriguez reluctantly taunting R-Truth.
I mean, lame.
Your mama is ugly. I thought it was.
Your breath smells like a.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I liked it.
I mean, it was a good segment, but the taunts were lame. And he said your breath
They
smells
were
like a rotten
supposed to be.
burrito. I know. That's what I said. It was good. The threats were just lame.
Yeah, I mean, but it was supposed to be. So Rodriguez, he's so scared and everything, and finally, R-Truth comes running down.
Oh, and then he says, "Oh, Lucy, I'm home," which really made me laugh because I've been thinking we've said Ricky Ricardo like 10 times.
Oh yeah, yes, it's like forever. So R-Truth is doing his usual thing, being really funny and making me laugh.
Yeah, why
and
are
he's
you picking a fight? I'm a good R-Truth.
I know. He says that he wants him to like sing a song.
Yeah.
So he wants to sing La Cucaracha. So finally, after all this stuff, he finally gets him to sing it, and he starts
singing it. He gets
timidly,
into it too.
and then he gets into it, and then he does the remix and everything, and it was really funny.
And there was a huge pop from the crowd, which was good for him.
So
and then
he wants him to do it one more time, but Rodriguez is
he
like,
says,
no. and he slams down the microphone, and then R-Truth gets that angry face that he has on the Raw intro or whatever, and then out of nowhere, the Miz attacks.
Yeah.
And then they burst into the crowd, whatever.
Well, yeah, because Truth starts attacking Ricardo. Then the Miz attacks. And then Miz runs into the crowd as Truth kind of regains control. Miz runs away.
So, now for the thing that everybody's been waiting for all week.
I didn't wait for this at all.
Chris Jericho's
I knew what was going to
return.
happen.
He comes out, dramatic pause, which indicates to me 100%, not like I'm surprised, because I've been saying this the whole time. He's a heel. He's a bad guy. He comes out to the crowd.
He's been a heel. Since he left, he was a heel. He came back, he was a heel.
He left out of it, he was a heel. He's been a heel. Like when he was doing his Twitter thing before he returned, he was a heel. He's a heel, guys. I don't care if he's coming out there and smiling and slapping hands. He's being a jerk. You know, like, what if we made a Raw review where we didn't talk at all and we just did this? Would you say that we were being good guys? No, you'd probably be really mad at us because we were being such jerks.
That's true.
So I don't care if he was being all smiles. That was heel. He was heel the whole time. And then he starts boo-hoo crying.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
It's so
He's like, oh, I'm going to give a heartfelt speech. Oh, no, I can't. I'm crying too much.
It was great.
It was great.
And like you predicted, you even said it on Twitter.
I did say it on Twitter.
MXW Crystal that...
Follow me on Twitter. I'm getting the hang of this, guys.
But there would be... He would be heel. He was heel the whole time.
There was no talking. And
There's
I also
no heel
said
turn.
that I really wanted a shiny light-up jacket.
You did.
I did. And so does Better Versus.
The fans are Finkel McMahon, I'm telling you. So now, oh boy, now we get to go back. Eve is going to have her match. She's going to the ring, but oh no, it's Kane's music. Oh my god, I got to get out of the ring.
Stupid.
And then she hides by the apron. Why is she hiding by the apron? Kane hides under the ring.
I know. Dumb.
So,
okay? Zach runs out there and he's like gonna save her, and she starts screeching and crying.
Do women really do that?
No.
She should have fallen when she started running away.
Oh, that's true.
That would have been a good, like,
I'm sorry.
stereotypical
If there is
woman
a
moment.
monster chasing me, I'm not gonna take the time to cower down and cry. Come on. Anyways, especially if I'm a big tough wrestling chick.
So Zack Ryder comes for the save. Zack Ryder comes out for the millionth time on Monday Night Raw. Jesus. So
alright. Yeah, so he's like running out, and since Kane could be anywhere, because he's magical,
we should run to the car and
but Kane might be in the car.
He could be.
I kept expecting him to pop up in the back seat like a horror movie, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, well, okay, so they go to the car, the tires are slashed, so they're like, oh my god, we gotta change the tire!
No, the tires were not slashed. There was one tire that was flat.
It was slashed.
He didn't say slashed.
It looks slashed to me. So he's like, oh my gosh, I gotta change it. So he runs in the back, he gets the tire iron and everything.
By the way, most sloppiest tire change I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, we didn't get very far on that.
That's
on
true.
The tire change, but we'll get back to that commercial break. Now we go into a match.
Like
we'll get back to this.
I guess because he's panicking. I don't know.
Man,
drive off with the tire flat.
Yeah, I know, right? You're gonna die.
It is if it is a life-threatening situation.
There are limos everywhere. It's wrestling.
That too. And
run
and drive with a flat tire.
I know. It's a rent-a-car. Who cares? All right. So Ziggler versus Cena. Ziggler does some awesome heel stuff where he does like the Jeff Jarrett strut, and then he does a headlock while he's doing a handstand. Great stuff.
That was good. And he does sit-ups. I mean, he was really showing off. It was great.
So now, all of a sudden, we cut randomly to the back, and we
see, once again, Zack Ryder, after like 15 minutes, is still changing the daggum tire.
He's still loosening the lug nuts. There's like 5 of them, dude. Come on. Have you ever changed a tire?
I can't change a tire. I mean, I probably could if I had to, but I've seen him change tires. It took like 5 minutes.
I know, and he hadn't even taken the lug nuts off.
In the hands of a capable person, it does not take that long.
I know, and he's all muscled up.
The whole time, Eve is sitting in the car with the window rolled down.
Was it really?
I think so. Well, I could hear her, so I assumed the window was down, but maybe that was just me trying to be logical. I don't know. Screeching! Zach, we gotta get out of here! Zach, hurry, Zach!
So he's still changing the tire.
Why are you gonna yell at the guy? He's trying to think.
No.
He's trying to think.
And since we see this on the Titantron, it can only mean one thing. Kane's about to come out. So Kane runs out there, grabs Zack Ryder for a choke slam, and oh my gosh, did they botch this. He choke slams him off of the loading dock, and we see Zack Ryder's head go...
Ryder's head bounces up.
I know, he fell like this far. He rolls off, and they move the mats, Obviously, as Cena finally gets out of the chokehold.
First they got this dramatic thing because Cena's trying to go help his buddy.
No,
and Dolph is like on his back like a monkey.
Oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. So he finally gets out of that. He runs to the back to save his buddy, but I mean he's already been chokeslammed, so he's pretty much already dead, right?
Yeah,
and Kane's just there.
He's dead.
So Cena falls down basically as Kane chokes him out once again.
Because he's got Cena. Like Kane has Cena hanging over the ledge of where Zack Ryder was, and he's like choking him down, and then Cena finally passes out with his head like dangling over the ledge.
His Raw goes off the air.
And that was it. With Eve, okay, I was just waiting for them to...
She's still locked in the car.
I don't know, but I was just waiting for them to show Eve still in the car, and I was about to be like, that is the dumbest crap ever.
What is she going to do?
Girl, get your butt out of the car and run while he's fighting with the guy.
I don't know what they're going to do, because Raw went off the air with her still in the car.
This is Survival 101. You know that the monster is here, so you run over there.
Oh my god.
I can't really complain about that, because they didn't show that, but I was like waiting for that.
Alright, we're just going to have to see how next week turns out.